I'm not on the ballot this fall. But make no mistake, these policies are on the ballot. Every single one of them. And I'm not going to tell you who to vote for, although I suppose it's kind of implied.
Clearly, President Obama isn't supporting me. And I'm okay with that. Because I'm running for Utah. I'm running for you. We can do better than the policies of Obama and his Democrat candidates. I'm asking for your vote. Run with me on November 4th. I'm Mia Love, and I approve this message.
At RC Willey, save up to 40% on in-stock carpet, laminate, hardwood, and tile. Carpet 3 rooms for as little as $4.99. With over 3 million square feet of flooring in stock, you can get your flooring installed in time for the holidays. RC Willey.
Coming soon to your oven, Angus steak, spicy fennel sausage, and other delectable ingredients. Create your own large 2-topping gourmet pizza on original or thin crust for just $10. Papa Murphy's, love at 425 degrees.
KSL Weather, sponsored by Les Olson Company. Your business empowered.
Well, it is a hazard that could be right in front of your eyes, yet you can't see it. A windshield installer came to the KSL investigators to alert you of a problem that he says puts your family at risk. Debbie DeJanovic here tonight to show us what can happen after you have that windshield replaced. And a lot of us have to go through this process.
And I'm going to guess you do not know a lot about what it takes to have a new windshield installed.
No.
And that's why this one installer is on a mission to educate all of us. Says he's seen trouble with windshields and believes he knows why. And asking a few questions can save you a headache. Well, this is a big problem, and it could be happening to this car, or maybe it's happening to this car, or just maybe it is happening to your car. And it's all because your windshield installer wanted to save some time. It's rust.
You can see right away that the rust is underneath the paint there.
On car after car after car. Windshield installer Mark Howe has been in the business a decade.
If this vehicle were in a crash, the windshield might just fall out.
Yeah, this vehicle would be unsafe to drive like that.
He snaps proof of the problem hidden under windshields he removes.
It looks like the rust is just destroying this car.
Yes. Yeah, this looks like where the original scratch was here, and it just starts eating up underneath the paint. I've probably taken about 250 pictures just in the last year.
And until he points it out to car owners...
Do you think consumers know this is happening to their vehicles?
No.
If I had hit something hard enough, it probably would have come out.
Here's the rusty mess Tyler Horn found hiding under his windshield molding.
As he was pulling it out, rust was just falling down into my Jeep and all over the hood, and it was just everywhere.
Rust had destroyed the seal.
The water was coming in behind my windshield, my mirror here, and I could pull down my liner, and it's still wet. I get water down in my floorboards and on my seats.
The most common place where we'll find rust is along the top of the windshield.
And eventually, this happens.
So you can see that scratch has begun rusting.
Howe says the tools these guys use...
It's common to scratch it.
...are bound to scratch...
Works like a sawzall.
...your car's paint.
This is where it's scratching.
The issue isn't scratching the paint. The issue is not repairing the paint scratches.
Yeah, it's not putting the primer over the scratches.
He says many installers are out to save time.
The more jobs they can do, the more money they can make.
So they cut corners and don't prime over their scratches, and when water hits it...
The rust grows underneath the seal, and eventually...
Well, you're driving a breeding ground for rust.
It can get so bad where I can just pull the seal off instead of having to cut it.
And this will get you.
It's going to seal that scratch.
I timed how long it takes to prime scratches.
And it'll keep it from rusting. That's it.
So less than 3 minutes.
That's right. Only 3 minutes. Howe gets rid of as much rust as he can before he replaces his customer's windshield. But until the windshield is removed, it's not so simple to spot trouble.
Kind of weird to think that.
We quickly inspected a few cars in the KSL parking lot.
This is a difficult molding to peek under.
Even Howe couldn't tell if anchor Andrew Wittenberg's installer had sealed scratches.
This one's definitely been primed.
Our producer's windshield passed.
The water goes underneath the molding.
But one car...
I don't see any evidence of it being primed.
Flat out flunked.
I'm actually upset about that.
My car. So I spoke to the Auto Glass Safety Council, a national organization which challenges some of Howe's information. They suggested pointing to primer as the main issue for corrosion is an oversimplification, and consumers should be aware there are a number of other issues that could cause windshield rust, such as parts that just don't fit right, defective glass, or adhesive. The group's members have established safety standards for auto glass installation, and I have posted a link to that at KSL.com.
Nonetheless, it gives you something to look for when you have someone. Don't just hand it over to them. Yeah, do your job and then take off.
Doing dishes or, working on my next